in San Antonio. Welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. The store is going to be open today till 6:30, tomorrow 11 to 5. If you want to call the store, the number is 210-341-1573. Now, we also have a great website that you can go to if you want some more information. It's happyhandyman.com. Out there, you can just put in the search bar, put in some of the new products that I'm going to talk about today. And if you want to, you can have it delivered right to your front door. We have a great freight rate in Texas. If it's under $20, it's $8.35. But if you're $20 and over, it's $6, no matter how much you buy, how much it weighs. All right, so let me tell you some exciting things that are going on right now. For those of you that are listening on air right now on OAI, we are also streaming on Facebook, and we would love to have you to be part of our Facebook group. But if you can't get it live, let me tell you, we put it out on our Facebook page, we put it out on our YouTube channel. So you can always go back, and they're out there as long as YouTube and Facebook will let it stay out there. In case you miss a little piece and you want to go back and just, what did she say that was? Or how did that work? You can go out there. You can always call the store and talk to me or some of the other people here that are so knowledgeable. Okay, so the events coming up. Next week's Easter. I mean, who knew? I remember it was going to be later, but all of a sudden it snuck up on us. And so we've got some great events going on. We love to do this event. We've done it like 5 years in a row, and it's always been real popular. It's called Build a Basket. We will give you an Easter basket, and it's okay. And this is going to be the 17th through the 19th. We will be closed on Sunday, and we close early on Saturday. And if it in the gift shop, anything that will fit into the Easter basket is 20% off. So you can, whatever you shove in that basket, and let me tell you, we let you be very creative as far as hanging things off the handle or whatever. So any of it that goes in the basket, oh yeah, Jill, will be 20% off. So Jill just brought me a basket up here that those of you that are on Facebook can see. The basket is so adorable, and she stuck in a glass house candle and a little, I think this is Bukowski bear duck. It's so cute. So all of this fits in, and all of it be 20 off. We got some great Easter candy, but like if you're the kind of parent that doesn't want to do a lot of candy, we have so many things like color brushes. I'm looking over at, it's so good. From my radio, where the radio table is, I can look like all over in the gift shop. And so if I look over where our books are and stuff, there's all kinds of things that your kids might like to paint with, to do artwork with. There's all kinds of devotionals, all kinds of stuff that you could put in to an Easter basket, and of course it would be 20% off. Now, also next weekend, I messed up. So let me just tell you what we're going to do since I messed up. We always from Do It Best can buy like a whole bunch of stuff, and we'll get it a percentage off, and we'll bring it in for springtime. So in October, I ordered for springtime. And then my rep called me in, I guess it was January, and he said, hey, they've got a great deal on long-handled garden tools. You ought to do it. I said, yeah, you're right. Not remembering I had just ordered. So now we probably have enough long-handled garden tools and all short ones, handheld ones, to last about 2 years. Okay, so they're going on sale. So this is the sale, because it's a sliding sale. One piece, if you buy one garden tool, it's 30 off. Two, it's 35. No, it's 40. It's 40 off. And if you buy 3 or more, it's 45% off. So if you were thinking about buying a shovel or some hand tools to do grass and stuff with, let me tell you, if it's a tool in the lawn and garden area, it's going to be on sale. I've talked to several of my customers today, and they all said, okay, I'm coming back next week. It's a great deal. Now, also, don't forget that we have Fiesta medals. And the Fiesta medal features Little Max. I have one on right now, and this one's very special because the medal is upside down. And so I said, I gotta have that one. So it's a great little one of Little Max with a sombrero and a paint bush hanging off of it, and then my dad's, what he always said, which is, it's always a great day to paint. So those are fun. Now, and then we're gonna have another sale. So, I mean, next weekend's going to be big, but this one has already started. So, if you were thinking about some of this, you could already, I have it on an end cap. And it's mosquito traps and fly traps. So, we have the Dyna traps and all of the Black Flag bug zappers on sale for 30% off. So, if you wanted one of those, if you wanted a new Dyna trap, they're 30% off. So, and it's just while supplies last on that kind of thing. Okay? All right, so now you're in the know about all the things that are going on. So, let's get down to business. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Debbie is signed in on Facebook, so she said hi, and hi right back, girl. Okay, so let's talk about some of the new things that just came in, and I want to remind you about them. All right. RMR. RMR came up with a ready-to-use degreaser. So a little backstory on this. About, 20 years ago, there was a man who made a product called Holy Cow. And Holy Cow was this degreaser that was amazing. It was a family-owned business. He was the nicest man in the world. His degreaser had no odor. It was biodegradable. It didn't suds up a lot, so you were not spending a lot of time rinsing and rinsing and rinsing. And then he lost his business, okay? And then we were not able to get Holy Cow anymore. And let me tell you, not any other degreaser that I have found was like Holy Cow until we ran across the RMR. Now the RMR I have told y'all about over and over again. They have this product that is a mildew remover that is so specialized because it will remove mildew stains out of silicone. And most mildew removers will not do that, but is able to penetrate the mildew and pull the stain out from the back. And it's called RMR 86. So if you have silicone caulking in your shower, in your tub, and there is no way that you can get it clean, you can with RMR 86. We have it in a ready-to-use quart and then also the gallon. It's great for a lot of things. It's one of the very few outdoor mildew removers that you can use indoors also. So when he came up and approached me about, they had some household things that they wanted to start promoting, and I said, well, send them to me, let me see. One of them was a ready-to-use degreaser. And I took it home right away, started spraying it on things that I can get so messy on. Oh my gosh. So I cook with olive oil all the time, and I have it in this sprayer, and so I'm spraying all my pans. Well, that stuff gets in the air and it goes everywhere, especially on my stove top. And so I'm always trying, every night includes cleaning my stove top, my glass stove top. And so there are some things that would go through it, but it required a lot of rinsing and things like that. So I tried this and it worked great. I mean, with just one spray, one wipe, my glass top was clean. And since it doesn't suds up a whole lot, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time rinsing it. So what else can you use for it? I sprayed it on the front of my dishwasher because I get a lot of fingerprints on the front of my dishwasher. I sprayed it on the front of my stainless steel refrigerator. It cleaned immediately. You can use it on upholstery, so you can use it on your clothing. Now just, try your clothing, because clothing's made out of all kinds of things. I mean, not everything's cotton anymore. So just try it. If you get oil or something on your clothes, try it in a spot, because Holy Cow used to take all that out. That's what started the whole hullabaloo about Holy Cow, is that it was such a great stain remover. And then if you have, say you have an outside kitchen and you cook out there and you get grease on the patio, you could use the RMR heavy duty degreaser. It has no smell, not even a little bit. It comes in this really nice ready to use 32 ounce quart, and it's pretty reasonably priced. It's made in the USA. So I like it. I'm going to talk to you next week about their tub and tile cleaner. And then they also have a glass cleaner. Hey, Cindy, it's good to see you too. I'm glad you're part of our Facebook. Okay, so let me tell you another thing that's new. Now, this is probably targeted towards whoever cooks in your family out on the pit. It is made by Scrub Daddy, okay? And it is a steam clean barbecue brush. And what makes it be a steam clean is, say you get done with cooking, okay, and you've got everything off, you've turned your pit off, but it's still hot, okay? You dip the end of the Scrub Daddy, because it has got like this, like a stainless steel finish to it, and you dip it down in water, okay? And then cold water, like ice water, and then you put it in your pit, and it immediately starts steaming up. And then you can tell when you rub your hand on this that this is going to penetrate any kind of food that you have left on your pit. It even has an edge on it where you can scrape easily, okay? But it's just a really nice brush cleaner, barbecue brush cleaner. And I don't know, Scrub Daddy does a really good job. So I bought one. I'm using it on my grill because I make a mess. So this would be something that would be great for Father's Day, birthdays, all kinds of stuff. All right, now, something I haven't talked to you about, and you need to listen to what I'm telling you, because I've looked everywhere on their packaging as far as what this will work on. They will talk about it on their website, but they do not have it on the packaging, and I don't know why. And it's called Bonide Makes Snake Stopper, okay? So right now you might be real careful about getting out. It's springtime, it's cool, they're moving, and you might want to make sure that you don't get anything like around your patio, around your pool, or anything like that. Yes, it stops snakes, but do you know it also will stop lizards and geckos? A lot of people get a lot of lizards. I don't know why. I am not plagued with lizards, but let me tell you, I've had some ladies that come up to me and she says, I know they're not going to harm me, but I just hate when I'm sitting there and they kind of sneak up on me and scare me. So this is a nice part about Snake Stopper, and how you use it, yes, it stops snakes, is you make a perimeter, about a 2-inch wide perimeter around where you want to make sure you do not get any activity. No snakes, no lizards, no geckos. And you put it there and they don't want to cross over it. And then it is kind of a maintenance thing. So if it rains, you're going to have to put it out again. If you have a sprinkler system that comes on and that takes it away, you'll need to put out. If it gets real hot, you'll need to put it back out again. But it is an excellent product, and Bonide is a great line of products too. Now, I talked to y'all last week. I love this thing. It's called Any Sharp, okay? And Any Sharp I came across this at the National Hardware Show. I remember telling y'all last week at the National Hardware Show, it was kind of depressing. There wasn't a lot of things from the USA there. Almost everything was from overseas. And so I'm going to be looking for another outlet instead of the National Hardware Show that is in Las Vegas. There is a houseware show that is in Chicago, and I'm going to go to that next year. But we found this great little personal knife sharpener, and it's called Any Sharp. And it will suction down to the surface, so my countertop. And as you can tell, if you're looking on Facebook, and those of you that are listening, it's about 2 inches round. So it doesn't take up much space at all. So once you get through using it, you could just put it in the drawer and you wouldn't have to have it out on the countertop. So this little sharpener, okay, is so great to keep around the house. So maybe you're cutting up some meat, you're cutting up your vegetables, and maybe you might have had your knife sharpened a couple of months ago. Well, this is so nice just to put out, like pull 3 or 4 times your knife through there, and it's sharp. I like this because I feel like it's safer. You know, we carry the kind that also you put on your hand and draw. I'm always afraid that there's going to be some fingers that hit the floor sometimes, but this is really cool, and it would make the best gift. So that's brand new for us. Now, last week I talked about Kitty Stop. Kitty Stop is a great answer for the odors that you get with cats. Okay, we carry BioZap. This is made by BioZap. Okay, and it's specifically made for the odors that come from cats. Cat odor is different than dog odor or any other odor. They have this enzyme that is in their urine because of the kind of fur that they have, and it smells extremely strong, stronger than dog urine or anything else. And so lots of times people have called me and they said, my cat box just stinks. And she says, we clean it out all the time, but the cat has sprayed around the cat box, and so that smells awful too. What do I do? This is the product you need to use, Kitty Stop. You just spray it on, let it air dry. Now, it has more like cleaners in it, so if you spray it on the floor and then the floor feels tacky, just mop it up. It still works the same. So I haven't seen anything like it. They let me name it. And so you can clean, like when you dump out your litter box, you can spray the litter box. It will not keep your cats from using it. And then spray all around the area around the litter box. It's called Kitty Stop, and it's made by BioZap. Okay? All right, so let's talk about what's the project for the week. Okay? Have you ever thought about if you're getting ready to have company for Easter and things like that, to freshen up your cabinets, especially if you have stained cabinets? Well, a good way to take care of that, and so simple to use, is a product called Restore a Finish. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, you can see the little can will show half of an area of the table that's discolored and it's got watermarks on it and it's faded. And then the other part has got like an original shine to it and an original color to it. And that's what Restore a Finish will do. Restore a Finish is the only product that will go down beneath the varnish and color the wood underneath. Nothing else does that. It smells like a solvent, so just open the windows, okay? And it's as easy as like dusting. It's so easy to use, especially if you get a lot of water spots around the sink, and you just wipe it on there, go in one direction, and immediately it takes care of it. Now, what do you use afterward for protection? Well, Howard's Feed and Wax. Just a little bit on a rag, and it will provide protection. It smells wonderful. Now, let me tell you, you can take these same products or same kind of procedure and do it for your front door. Does your front door look a little faded? Is the sun hit the bottom of it as the sun's going down, and the bottom of the door does not seem like the same color as the top of the door? Well, you can take care of that real easy. As long as the varnish is still intact and you have no peeling, you can use the Restore Finish over the whole door and get the color to where it's all the same and consistent from the bottom to the top, and let it dry. You can put a couple of coats on if you need to. It dries quickly. And then you want to use a product that is Feed and Wax like sister, and it's called Sun Shield, and it's got a UV protectant in it. It will protect the door from the sun that's going to be hitting it. If you don't have any like fading of the stain at all, and you want to protect your door, Sun Shield is what you want to use. It's a great product. You can use it on your outdoor furniture, on your teak, anything like that. It's got beeswax, orange oil, and it smells great, and it's easy to use. Now, another thing that is, I mean, you ought to try this right now, is to seal your granite. Okay, Granite Gold makes a really easy sealer. I mean, like, just spray on, wipe it, and then buff it out. You do not want to leave it wet and let it dry. It'll streak. But this is so simple to use, and it dries, and then the next morning you can put all of your stuff back on the countertop. What I do is I have a big island, probably like you do too, and I'm going to clean one half of the island on one night and then another the next night. So I just put everything and move it to the other side of the island, and I will clean first with Granite Gold's Daily Cleaner. This is an excellent cleaner for something that has no smell, no residue, no anything. It deep cleans granite, marble, travertine, and other natural stone and quartz surfaces. Okay, so a lot of times you'll see things that are just separate for quartz, but you can use this on your quartz too. Quartz is super popular right now. And then if you have granite or marble or travertine, you want to seal it, and you want to use their sealer. Super easy to use. Okay? All right, so let me talk to you. I want to show you something that we got in. Oh, I got a lot of time. Okay. Something that we got in because of it's fly season. And remember I was telling you we're going to have a sale on all the fly traps and things like that? It's the electric fly traps. It's the ones that you plug in. They're more like a zapper, although Dynatrap is not a zapper. But say you're going out for Easter and you're going to be taking all your family outside, and you know you're going to get flies. So what do you do at the table? You can't take your Dynatrap, right? Okay. So Rescue, who also makes those outdoor fly traps that smell horrendous, but evidently to a fly, that's nirvana, and they go to it. Okay, but you can't take that with you like to the park. But what you can take to the park is this fly pad. Okay, so why is this fly pad different? Those of you that are watching on Facebook, I think you can tell that it's like corrugated. And so where you put your hand on it to open it and take it out, it's not sticky. It's only sticky in the bottom part of that corrugated part. And so your fingers never touch that. So this is a super clean way of taking care of flies outside. You could just put it on top of the table and or down on the other side of the table where you are. This one. Now for your windows and things like that on the inside, They make window fly traps that actually adhere to the window. And those do a good job of catching flies, especially, I mean, you're not gonna put these all over the house, but like where your kids are going in and out of the door. Last night, Max left the door open, okay? And a big old fat fly came in the house. And so I had to chase it out, but you don't have to do that. You could have a window fly trap, okay? Now, another thing that I like to use is it's a flying insect trap, okay, that will catch more than just flies. And it's made by NW, and it just plugs into an outlet. It's got a sticky pad on the other side of it, but there's this little light that comes on, and they're attracted to that. And so at nighttime, you leave this on, and anything that you have in the house, like flies, mosquitoes, a lot of drain flies will be attracted to that. Gnats will be attracted to that. You just leave it on. And so this one is not adjustable. There's also one made by Safer that is adjustable, so you can turn it like this. But the NW one just goes right in. Okay? So if you think flies are going to be a problem, we got you covered. I mean, really covered. Okay, let me just go over where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. And the phone number here is 210-341-1573. And I just want to give a big thank you. Y'all come in, I mean, within minutes of me being off the show, and you tell me how much you enjoy the show. And I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming into my store. Remember, it's always a great day to paint. See you next week.